Welcome back to my channel. So during this video I'm going to be creating an eyeshadow look using the MORPHE 18A eyeshadow palette, and this is the blue color scheme. I have not really used any blues in any of my eyeshadows, I don't believe, but I want to try some blues today and see what we can come up with. I don't know what I'm going to come up with. I don't know how long it's going to take, but we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out with the third shade on the top row using my BH Cosmetics large fluffy brush. We're just going to pack a little bit of that shadow on the brush and place it right above the crease area to set the concealer that I use as my base. Apply a little bit more. And it's really the same color as the concealer, which is pretty good. It's not too dark. Apply a little bit more to make sure it's set really good, right above that crease area, going up to my brow bone area. So next we're going to go in with the shade, I don't know. Let's start out with a blue shade and see what we can do. I'm going to take the Morphe 4513, and it's this fluffy blending brush. And if you all hear that noise back there, that's my grandbaby. She's here. But we're going to keep pushing. She may come in and out. I'm not sure, but we're going to go ahead and keep pushing with the video. So I want to start out with, I don't know, because, you know what? Let's start out with the second shade on the last row. It's like a taupey type shade, I don't know, but we're going to start out with that shade, and we are going to apply this shade directly in the crease area. We're going to first pat it into the crease area, more towards the outer V portion, and then we can blend it right in that area. And I'm lightly blending the shade. It's like a grayish, taupish type shade. So we'll take a little bit more and pack it directly in the crease with the tip of the brush, and then blend. Okay, so that's applying pretty good so far. We're going to do the same thing for the other eye. Pack it directly in the crease. And blend. And I'm blending upwards and in circular motions to diffuse it. Going up. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit. Okay. And we're going to continue to blend it out of the crease area, going up a little bit towards the area where we place the above the where the transition shade is. Going to continue to blend until you get that seamless effect. And do the same thing for this eye. Just continue to blend it. Add a little bit more to this eye and deepen up just a little bit so it can kind of match the deepness on this eye. I'm just going to pack it and blend. And then what's left, I'm going towards the inner corner of the eye. And the same thing for this eye. This is a deep shade, so you want to make sure you blend it really good. And you want to lightly build it instead of packing so much if you don't want it to be like really deep. Because if I put too much on my lid, it takes even longer to blend the shadow out like I want it. So we're just going to continue to blend. Okay, those edges. And I'm blending back inward towards the crease area when I blend these edges, so I don't go too high up with this deep shade. I'm just going to keep working that shadow. Because deep shades like this can be really intimidating, and they can take over an eye look and make it like so deep. And then I don't want it to be like I got a black eye. We're going to continue to blend. And blend. Because the key is to shadows is to just make sure you are blending, and blending. So they can be smooth and transition with your other shades. Okay, so I'm liking it so far. Let's add a little bit more right in that crease. We're not going to go up. We're just going to focus right in that crease area. Towards the outer V. And now we'll go in with the rest directly towards the inner corner of the eye. Okay, so just to make sure it's diffused on the lid. So now I am going to keep using the same brush. We're going to wipe it off. I might have a little towel down here. And then let's go in with the last shade, the black shade. And I'm going to take the tip of the brush and dot it on the tip of the brush and place it directly on my lash line in the outer V area. And blend. But I'm not going up in the crease with it. We're going to blend right on that outer V of the eye area. And I'm blending in circular motions. So let's get a little bit more for the other eye. And pack it right on that lash line. And blend. And I blend right in this area before I'm blending up a little bit towards the crease, but not directly in the crease, just to make sure it's on the full portion of the outer V. You just want to make sure you keep blending. Okay, so I want to add a little bit more because I want to be a little bit deeper, because I feel like they're kind of like the same shade as I blended it. So let's add a little bit more of the black shade, because I wanted that black to pop just a little bit, and pop a little bit more back in that same area. And it has like a little slight sparkle, but when you blend, the little sparkle disappears. So if you don't want any sparkles in your black shadow and in your outer V, then it's gonna fade away once you start blending. So now we're gonna continue to blend. in that area. Okay, so that's giving it the deepness and darkness that I want with that black. This is a nice black. It's really pigmented. Okay, so I am liking the way it's placing where I want it to sit on the eyelid. I'm just gonna flick it out a little bit. This is a really, really intense black shadow. And I'm flicking these edges so it's not as harsh when I get ready to apply some shimmer shades. So now I'm going to go in with, let's use the Morphe 441 brush, and we're going to blend out the first shade. Since we have this black on this first brush, I wanted to use a different brush so the black does not be in my crease area. So we're just going to blend these edges of this shade to make sure everything is blended well. Okay, so I'm liking it so far. It's a mess right now, but we're going to trust the process and see how it comes together. So I'm going to blend just a little bit more. So we're going to take just a little bit more of that first shade that we used, the second shade on the bottom row, and we're going to make sure we pack a little bit more right above the black shade. And I'm packing it first before we start to blend it. So now we're going to blend. So now I'm going to go back in with the brush we used with the black shade and make sure that it's still there. Okay, and just blend a little bit more, because I don't want to lose the depth from the black shade. So now I'm going to go back in with the BH brush, back in with our first shade we started with, which is the third shade on the top row. And we're just going to make sure that is placed right above the crease shade, so it gives that nice transition effect, because I don't want the whole eye to be super dark. And then we're going to blend. So I'm okay with how it's looking so far. So now we're going to go in with our glitter glue, my Too Faced glitter glue. And I'm almost out of this stuff. So I'm going to apply a little bit on the back of my hand and use my ring fingers to place the glitter glue on my eyelid. And I like to make sure it's really smooth and blended before I start placing it. So now we're going to place it right on the center of the lid, going over into the inner corner, and a little bit up into the crease area, because I like shimmers in my crease area. I know some people don't, but I'm okay with it. I actually like it in my crease area. And the same thing for the other eye, because in my opinion, there are no specific rules on how to apply your makeup. I think whatever works for an individual, then go with it. Because I found that trying to follow other techniques, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It may not work for you. because it worked for them. You may find a technique that works for you and get the same outcome but a different technique. So we're going to continue to make sure this is packed really good and placed on the lid. So now I am going to take, where's my brush? The little Real Techniques little flat fluffy brush. Let's see what we're going to do with these shimmers. I don't know. Let's start out with, let's do the last blue shade on the second row. It would look like it's going to be really, really intense, but we will see. And that's what it looks like on the brush. And we're going to start packing it at that lower lash line, going up closer to the outer V and right in the center. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. I like that. Oh, that's pretty. The same thing for the other eye. You want to make sure you pack it. And I pack it towards that lash line, and then I start to place it going up, because you got more of your shadow right there in that lower lash line area. This is like so pretty. This blue is pretty. Take a little bit more right in the center. And we're not going to go past the center of the eye with this shade. That is pretty, like so pretty. Take a little bit more for the other eye. Pack it right there in that center. Here come my little feet. Here she comes. Oh shoot, we're the other way. And then we're just going to make sure it's packed like really, really good. This is so pretty. Now we'll worry about the crease in a little bit. So now we're going to take the other side of the brush, and we are going to use the shade. Yes, babe?
Mommy was sitting.
Okay, go watch TV, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
I love you some more.
Okay, we're going to take the, like I said, the other side of the brush, and we're going to take the shade next to the last shade on the top row, this more lavenderish shade, and we're going to apply it on this side of the brush, and we're going to pack it right on the inner corner, overlapping it with the blue towards the middle of the eyelid. And just make sure you work it from that lash line up into that crease area. And like I said, we're going to overlap it with the blue, overlap the blue shade, the deeper shade we placed first. You got to be still, babe, okay?
Mom.
You're going to make Gigi mess up. You don't want me to mess up, do you? You want me to mess up? Okay, you got to be still, baby. And then we're going to take a little bit more for the other eye and do the same thing. Pack it. Are you waving it? Say hello. Say, how are you all? This is my Pookie Duke, Gigi's baby. And we're going to continue to pack it on the lid up into the crease.
What is that?
A brush, babe. You got to be quiet so Gigi can finish, okay?
Gigi,
Yeah, baby.
big.
Gigi's big? Yeah, so I can see.
I want to see too.
You like it?
Can you a little bit see me?
I can see you a little lot. So this is like coming together so pretty. So now, baby, don't do that. I'm trying to finish. We're going to take a little bit more just to make sure it's packed really good in that area. Pack it right back in that inner corner.
Gigi, what
going
is
up
this?
into the crease with the tip of the brush.
Credit card.
And place it. A little bit more for the other eye. And I'm okay with using this brush, packing the shimmer up in the crease, because it's not so intense. But we're going to go in with the Sigma E36 fluffy brush. And we're going to go in with the shade we started out with, the deeper blue shade. And we're going to pop this shade right in that crease area above where we started out putting the shade, so that it...
Play with your phone.
Hey, let me finish this, okay? Then I'll give it to you. Hold on.
Okay.
And then so that we can make sure the shadow goes up a little bit, but not too much. So now I'm going to do the same thing for the other eye, just a little bit on the tip of the brush. Just a little bit. And make sure it's right there in that area, the crease area, where you placed it with the brush. And you can control it this way with this little fluffy brush, blending brush. And just lightly blend it. And a little bit more to the other eye.
Wow.
Pack it lightly and blend. And now we're going to wipe the brush off so we can transition. Okay, so you're going to continue to, like I said, I wipe my brush off, and we're just going to make sure the edges are blended really good with the transition shade. And I'm just blending these edges with the tip of this brush. Same thing for the other eye. And just make sure everything is seamless. I like that it's coming together so pretty. Now we're going to go back in with the black shade so we can deepen it back up. The last shade, we're going to continue with the fluffy brush because we don't want to really pack it. We're going to just place a little bit more back on the outer V. And then blend. So you can bring that black shade back into the look. And I like doing this when you're using shades like this so you can control it. It doesn't get really messy. So now we're going to take a little bit more for the other eye. And make sure it's packed right in that outer V area. Because you don't want to lose your black shadow. Okay, can you hang on guys for a bit? Okay, so we're going to just continue to make sure the black is blended directly in that outer V. So I'm liking this. We're going to take the Morphe 513, and I'm not going to apply any more shadows yet, just to make sure this first shade is still peeping through the crease area with the shimmers. I don't want to lose that shade. And blend outwards. So that is pretty. I like it. So now I'm going to take the Real Techniques brush and make sure the blue shade doesn't have any harshness from the black shade. Just going to lightly flick those two shades together. And I love it. It's pretty. So let's go back in with the BH brush to make sure that transition shade and this crease shade is blended well without any harshness. Cool, I like it. So now I'm going to take my makeup, my baby wipe, and apply some micellar water so we can clean up around this eye area so we can finish the look. So now I'm going to clean up under my eye area. And I love doing this. That way I know how my eye finally looks before my makeup application. And if you need to add any more shadows, blend any more, you can definitely tell it when you clean it up. So we're going to take the Sigma brush, clean it off, and make sure everything is blended on this outer V area. And we're going to take our Morphe brush one more time, not Morphe, BH brush one more time, and make sure everything else is blended. And I am loving how this has come together. These purplish, bluish, it's like really, really pretty, really pretty. So I'm going to do the rest of my face, and I will be back to show you guys my final look. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back. This is the final look. I love how the eyeshadow look came together. It's really, really pretty. It's wearable. I can see myself wearing this look to work. It's not too dramatic for me, but I love how everything came together. Again, I used the Morphe 18A eyeshadow palette. Now for my lower lash line, I applied the fourth shade on the second row. I applied it all the way across my lower lash line, and then I topped it with the last shade, which is the shade that we used on the lid, across it as well. And then I used the top shade that we used on the lid as well, the shade next to the last shade on the first row in the inner corner. And I used my Ultra highlighter to highlight my inner corner and my brow bone. So that is all I did to complete the look. Now for my liner today, I used my cream gel liner by ColourPop on my lash line, and this is in the shade DTLA. It's like a periwinkle type color, bluish purplish mixture. To finish the rest of my face, I used my normal foundations. I mixed my Becca's Ultimate Coverage in the shade Bamboo with my L'Oreal Infallible Pro in the shade 470 to get the look I have today for my complexion. For my lashes, I used my Violet Voss lashes in the style Just Slaying. And I like these lashes. They're not too light and they're not too heavy. You can't feel them once you put them on. They are a little bit stiff when you're applying them. Okay, babe, hold on, okay? I'm almost done, okay? My baby's ready to go home, y'all. I applied my lashes, which, again, like I said, they were kind of on the still side, but they were easy to apply. So for my bronzer today, I used my Beauty Bakery's eyeshadow palette, Better Not Bitter, the Coffee and Cocoa.
I'm going home today.
She said she's going home, y'all. She's been with Gigi. Say, I'm ready. You ready to go home, babe?
I'm ready to go home.
She's ready to go home, and Gigi's about to take you, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
Mwah. She's so sweet. That's my baby. For my bronzer, again, I used the first shade. For my blush and highlight, I used the last two shades. So for my lips, to wrap this video up, for my lips, I used this Kiss eyeliner. It's actually an eyeliner, I believe. Yeah, it's an eyeliner, luxury eyeliner. And it's the purple. It's a purple eyeliner. And I actually did a little bit different today. I used a highlighter in the Beauty Bakery and topped it on top of my lips. And then I took a little bit of this NYX shimmer gloss. Just dab just the tiniest amount to kind of, so it wouldn't be as stiff with the highlighter. So that is it, my finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this eyeshadow tutorial because I really do like how it turned out. And if you have not done so already, please comment, like, and subscribe to my channel and become part of my YouTube family here. Say we'll see you guys in our next video.
Bye, guys.
Say bye, guys. Mwah. Do it, boo. Say mwah.
Yeah.
Say love you all.
We are.
Say thank you for supporting my Gigi.
Thank you for my Gigi.
Oh, she's so sweet. That's my baby. And we'll see you guys in my next video.